stretching his legs and put on his ankle foot orthoses. The next thing is to put on the blue wraps, the same blue wraps that you used for Lynette when she stood up. So go ahead and get those on. Again, the knee needs to go directly in the middle. You'll have to make sure that his leg is flat and stretched out before you put it on. To maintain that stretch, go ahead and push down on that thigh. When he gets excited, it like pops back up again, so just stretch it out really well. Put that on there. Same thing on the other side. And then he needs to have his arms stretched out. His left arm he uses a lot, and he has full range of motion in it, so it doesn't need a whole lot of stretching. But his right arm is very tight, as you can see. So making sure, again, you're going to stretch out the wrist, the fingers, the elbow, and the shoulder. Okay, you can see that his wrist tends to be in this position. Start out doing each individual joint. So start out with the shoulder, where you're going up and down, and then you can go around like this. So just raising it up, down. With his arm, because it's not as tight, you don't have to hold the stretch quite as long as you would on his legs. You can hold it for just a few seconds. Again, 10 repetitions, and then his elbow. His elbow is tighter, so stretch it out. Don't put pressure directly on the elbow, above it and below it, but not directly on it. And hold it in the stretched out position. Then you can flex again. Now he's fighting it. He's angry. Yeah. Yeah. The nice thing about Frixon is he's very ticklish, so if he starts getting cranky, because he doesn't like it if you tickle him right here, or you tickle him down there. He likes to laugh and it distracts him for a few minutes. So we did the shoulder, you're doing the elbow where you're stretching it out. Do the wrist, back and forth. Excuse me again. I know. This is why it's important to keep something for him to be distracted by. He just doesn't like having his hands tied up. So the wrist, back and forth, and then side to side, like he's waving. And then the fingers, and again, they're not as tight. When you're stretching out the fingers, the tendency for him is when you stretch out his fingers, he tends to bend his wrist. So make sure when the fingers are being stretched that you have the wrist in a neutral position, and then stretch his fingers out so that it's not in a bent position with his fingers stretched. In a neutral with his fingers stretched out. And you're going to have to be the meanie and work through the fact that he's cranky about it, because it's very important that this get done. After that, he spends some time in the stander. Now, because we had the stander in a position for Lynette, we're going to need to adjust it. So, again, push down on the black Mickey Mouse earpiece so you can stand it up. Then you're going to pull out this knob and lift it up. And it's going to go up to B. So Lynette was down here on E. Frixon is going to be on the letter B. Once that is raised up, you need to adjust the foot and the knee rests. You loosen this up and you can adjust that portion right there until approximately this knob is near, just underneath the letter E. Make sure it's tight. support his head. Get into his bottom. Lay him in here like that. I know. Yeah. And again, strap in. So his leg is in there well. Supported. This goes directly over the knee. Adjust it, tighten it if you need to. With this one. Yeah. To the side. This one, Velcro. Make sure the Velcro is on nice and firmly. It has come loose before. We don't want that to happen again. You need to lengthen these since it was on the V-neck. Do that. Snap him in. Then push down again. Make sure you support the back here when you push down. And you can raise him up. Frixon go to almost an upright position. Sometimes this will continue forward. It does stop and go beyond a 90-degree position. Once he's standing upright, make sure his feet are well supported and his knees, as things adjust when you stand him up. And the straps. Okay? To keep Frixon occupied, you either have to take him on a walk where you can literally just push this around in a large room. He loves to be in front of the fan, especially if there is a scarf blowing on there. He loves to feel it and touch it. You can hang toys up here, or just sit in front of him and do some hand movements, put some toys in front of him. He needs to be up in here for a minimum of about 15 or 20 minutes a day, and if more, if he can tolerate 30 to 45 minutes, that would be great.